Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today we're clocking in with the watch list. We got some serious setups going into next week. Today is October 12th. Saturday is when this video is being recorded. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope everybody is doing well. Taking a look here at our cheat sheet over inside the Discord. I want you guys to be thinking about where we are in the scheme of things when it comes to the markets right now. Again, as traders, it is our job to always get in at a good time, right? We want to buy before the mania, before everybody's talking about it, before everybody's losing their minds about it, right? And we don't want to get caught up here in this new paradigm delusion phase where everybody just thinks we're going up, 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 up. Okay? Our job as traders is to identify on charts using technical analysis to identify our entries and our exits. So I got the watch list pulled up here for you guys. I wanted to start out today with what I thought was an excellent trade this was Affirm this week. So our strategy is pretty simple. We've modified it a little bit over the last couple of months, and the trading rules are right down here inside of the Discord, right? We are swing traders that focus on a monthly and a daily chart. So let me explain that here, just for those of you that are new. The monthly chart, the biggest thing we're looking for is a green dot. Okay, our green dot on our trading indicator is the signal that we are going higher. So we do not buy assets unless the last dot on the monthly chart is green, because we want to trade assets that are going up, not going down, right? We don't want to buy during this period of time. We want to buy when things are green, when things are going up, when they're up and to the right, right? This is a beautiful example of a chart that is up and to the right. This is Affirm. Okay, and I'm going to show you the setup that happened this week that resulted in about a 20 to 25% gain. Okay, so all of these things on my watch list right now, okay, we have a green list and a red list that we go over here on this channel every week. And everything on my green list is green, right? The last dot is green. So the biggest thing you want to identify first using this strategy is that the last dot on the monthly chart is green. Once we have the monthly chart green, either a green candle, right, after a long pullback, or a green dot, we want to then zoom into the daily chart. Okay, because the monthly chart, this is a 30-day span of time, right? This is 30 days worth of time. It takes a whole 30 days for a new one of these candles to form. Whereas on a daily chart, this is just a price action every day. So you could see that that green dot came back in August. And actually the first green candle was in August. And then the dot came in September. So we're in on the daily chart now that we got that confirmation on the monthly chart. And we are now trading the daily. Okay? So if you look at the daily chart, where was, right, that thing came back in August. August was right here. Okay, August was right here, and this was September, right in here. This is where the dot came, that green dot, right? Big pump up. But when we get the green dot on the monthly, we don't want to jump into it because, look, on the daily, we're overextended. Okay, we're up here at 45. What we want to wait for is a series of red days. So you saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red days directly after that green dot on the monthly came. This was your entry candle right here. Okay, on the daily. That first green dot right there. So there was trade number one. Okay, boom, from there to there. That was a 25% move. And then this is what happened this week. This was one of our top picks on last week's video. We had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days worth of red candles. So my new general rule is that I don't want to buy a green dot on the daily unless there's at least 4 red candles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is even better. 6 is better. But when you start getting to the 8 to 10 range, right, on the daily chart, if you get 10 days worth of pulling back on a Affirm and the dot remains green on the monthly, folks, that's a major buying opportunity. And you can see the thing just absolutely blasted off of our signal here on the daily chart. You can see that signal came right there. That was all the way to the top at about a 24% move. Back to the top, right? You could take your profits, right? Our profit taking strategy is when this light blue line right here this is called the stochastic RSI. This is part of our trading indicator. And when this thing gets back up there to the white dotted line, that is when you want to take profits. Okay, when it hits this white dotted line, when it hits 100, because we're trading the momentum. Okay, we're trading the momentum, right? You could see it hit right here up in this area, but it kept going. You could see they smashed on their earnings. Obviously, if you don't know anything about the fundamentals of the company or the project, you're not investing the right way, right? A-Firm has big partnerships with Amazon and Apple. They do that pay now, pay later, get now, pay later, whatever the hell it is. Whenever you check out on Amazon, you have the option to check out with A-Firm. So they're pretty much like a credit card company, and credit cards at all-time highs. So obviously the fundamentals of it are good, but fundamentals aside, right? Again, what we're looking for, a monthly green dot. It has to be monthly on the green. Once we get the green confirmation on the monthly, we zoom into the daily. Okay, and we're looking for pullbacks, right, on a daily after we get the green dot on the monthly, because the green dot on the monthly tells us we're in an uptrend. We're going up, right? If you're buying the asset during this time, you're buying a falling knife, right? Falling knife, falling knife, falling knife. You want to wait for that confirmation, and we'll get into the charts. We're going to scan through all these today. I'm going to show you guys the setups and what we're looking for. But as of right now, A-Firm's not a good trade now, right? Because it's already up 25%. The trade was on the candle, right? We get the green dot on. Okay, we only buy on days that we're getting a green dot or the first green reversal candle, right? You could have bought on this candle right here because he had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, my general rule is there has to be at least 4 red candles in a row. 4 red candles in a row on the daily. Boom. And then you're buying either the first green reversal candle right there. This was a good one right here. That was a green dot and a reversal candle, and that thing ripped up from, well, that was from 24 all the way up to 45. If you held all the way to the top, that's a 100% move, damn near. Okay, 89% on your investment. Great trade there. And yeah, one sec, let me fix something there on my other screen. But yeah, so that's the general strategy. Again, I got the rules and stuff over here. Also, I got all the trading apps. If you guys are new to trading, you guys can get the trading indicator over here that I use just by going to this link. There's the trading rules. I got a free trading course over here as well if you guys are new to the channel. If you're not new, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing well, and let's go ahead and dive into these charts. So, like I said, that was a beautiful setup. 25% trade right there. Here's Lyft. This one popped off on Friday. This was yesterday. Okay, big fat green candle right there. Okay, about a 7% candle. So another thing to note is when we get that green candle, we want to be able to set our stop losses. So stop loss on this is probably going to be around $13 on this for a stop. So I'd be in here on the hourly on Lyft this week, and I'd probably look for a bounce somewhere around this moving average. You can see how the price retracts back to the moving average. So when I get a big move like this, right, this was a 13, 14% move in one day. I don't like to rush into it because I only like to risk about 3 to 4% on my trades. So, right, you get a big green candle, you want to wait. But you can look at the monthly here, and you can actually see that it has its first green candle on a monthly chart after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of pulling back. So that's a potential reversal there on the monthly on Lyft. I don't know why, but Lyft hasn't moved. And you look at Uber. Uber is just absolutely freaking ripped. And I use Lyft more than Uber. But I do like the green candle here on Lyft. I do think this one's going to set up. So what I'm looking for on Monday, if you guys are trading stocks, is a pullback on the hourly chart. So again, I use the hourly chart to really pinpoint the entries when I get the daily dot. So the daily dot, yes, you can enter right here, but just keep in mind, right, you're going to be risking that 7, 8% to the downside, and that's a little bit more than I want to risk. So I'd rather wait for the same kind of deal, right? I'd rather wait for the wave to pull back and give me a green dot. I look to enter on the next green dot on the hourly chart on Lyft, and I like the monthly. I like where the monthly's at, right? You got a green monthly candle, and you got the green dot on the daily coming there on Friday. Big lift off, and you can see they had some news here. They reported 23.7 active riders at the end of the second quarter, demonstrating its operational scale in the U.S. market. Okay, it jumped 10% following the disappointing Tesla robo-taxi event. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. I don't really follow that kind of news, but again, we're technical traders here on this chart. So here's Wolf, WLF. This is actually a crypto play. So you can see a bunch of volume coming in here on the monthly chart. So what we're doing here, right, we're green on the monthly, so we're in here on the daily. Your stop loss on the trade is going to be right there at 392, okay? And I'd be looking for that green dot come on Monday. That thing could very well come. I'm going to go ahead and put Lyft up here. And again, if I'm entering Lyft, if I'm trading Lyft here off that news, okay, I like the volume a lot, but I want to buy the green dot on the hourly chart. And that is how we're going to set that thing up for for Monday there. But again, it did have the green dot, just like it did right here back in September at $11. The thing ripped, what, all the way up to 13% or $13. That was a 24% move. A beautiful trade. Okay, and again, all we're doing is buying the green, right? And if you get a red dot, you got to sell. But as long as the last dot is green, we are going up. And again, I really like that A-firm trade from last week, but it's too late for me now. Right? It's just too late for me. I wanted to enter on this candle right there. Here's Fubo. Fubo is streaming, TV streaming. Let's take the Bollinger Bands off here. Okay, and this one's actually red on the monthly. Why can't I see that thing? Let me go to the log. Okay, there we go. So it's actually red on the monthly right now, but the dot is still green. So I haven't lost faith, right, in Fubo just yet because we had a really, really nice move here on the daily chart. This was on Friday as well. The current stop loss on that one's going to be, I'm going to put it at 145. And I do the same thing, right? I buy the pullback here on the hourly chart. Now that we got the signal from the monthly and the daily, you'd want to look for the hourly now and wait for that thing to pull back either into this blue line on the Bollinger Bands. Okay, and I think that's going to be probably around 145. Simply put, just buy the next green dot on the hourly chart, okay, if you're going to play Fubo. But I think there's a lot of growth potential in this. I personally use them. And again, the last dot on the monthly is green, and the last dot on the daily is green, so everything is pointing up. The first target I would look for, I normally look for my targets based into this red line here on the Bollinger Bands. It's going to be around 180, okay, 179, 180, and we're sitting at 162 right now. It consolidated for a long time again. This was a great setup. We had a big fat pullback, right, and then we just went sideways for a bit. If you guys know the sideways action, okay, you come over here to the cheat sheet, you can see sideways isn't a bad thing. Okay, that's when the smart money gets in, when we just are going sideways like this. Okay, sideways, sideways, sideways. Okay, and now we got that blast off. This was the confirmation that, hey, we're breaking out. So again, you want to be on the hourly chart to really pinpoint your entry. If you can buy this thing down here at 145 or 150, I think that'd be an excellent place to take an entry on Fubo. Again, the last dot, or the stop loss is always at the bottom of the green candle that we get the green dot on. Okay, that's actually this candle right here. So it'd actually be around 140, but that was a major breakout there on Friday. I think this one has some more juice on it into next week. I'm looking for $180 to $2 on Fubo there. AVAX just pumping up 6% today. I called this thing out in the Discord yesterday. Okay, again, what we see? I'm on a monthly chart here, and again, just so everybody knows for reference, the monthly chart is the most accurate chart you can trade. Okay, why is that? It's because it has the most data. So if a monthly chart's showing a reversal candle, that means we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of upside, right? Whereas a daily chart's a much smaller time frame, right? You're only going to get 6 days worth of pumping, right? Before you want to take profits. But if you're looking at a monthly chart and you're seeing a reversal candle on a monthly chart, that is extremely, extremely bullish. It's the best possible time where you could buy. And this is AVAX. This is a cryptocurrency. So I called this out yesterday. Okay, we don't have a green dot yet, but we do have a doji candle. If you guys don't know what a doji candle is, I highly recommend looking it up on Google, but that is a reversal signal. So if you're using the monthly chart, the stop loss is going to be around 2380, and the stop loss is just when, right, if it breaks down below this level, we're wrong on the trade. But I don't see that happening. We got the green dot yesterday, October 11th. That was also called out inside the Discord. If you guys are a member of the Discord, you guys do get all the daily and the monthly alerts called out right here inside of the alert section of the Discord. You guys can get more information about that right here inside the Become a Member thread over there in the Discord. The Discord is free to join, and you can get access to all the free resources like the apps, my trading course, we got trading rules, and the trading indicator down here. I just highly recommend you guys read the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube that likes to share information and talk about this stuff. And again, when you guys share information, right, we all win. Okay, we're all in this thing together. That's the goal of this. This channel is about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us winning together. So if you got something you can contribute, whether that's calling out a stock or calling out a crypto that nobody knows about, hey, it all works, folks. We can all work together as a collective to conquer these markets together. So again, AVAX reversal signal here on the monthly and the daily. I'm actually going to move this up to number 2. Those are my 2 favorite for the week. And again, I'm going to put my stop loss at the bottom of this candle right here on AVAX around, I'm just going to call it $26. Okay, we're getting back up into that red line, but again, our sell target is going to be when this stochastic RSI, this light blue line, hits that white dotted line right up there. and that's when we can look to take some off the table. Let's take a look at what the weekly chart says. The weekly chart's still just kind of grinding up here. I really like this monthly, though. The monthly setup looks really, really good with that green doji candle. Okay, I think the bull market in crypto is coming. Unless we get some type of black swan event, I think crypto's about to absolutely lift off. Okay, I'd be looking for probably 32, 35 on this. Those will be my first targets, but again, I'm not going to look to sell either till I get a red dot on the daily or this blue stochastic hits that white dotted line up there. Okay, very, very nice looking setup. That's number 2 on the day. And DJT, this thing has been absolutely just ripping ever since this big drought right here, right? Trump almost got assassinated right here. It jumped up to $47 and then just absolutely tanked all the way down to 12. The monthly is still red, but you could see the stochastic, the light blue line, is near the floor. So that's also a good indication that the momentum has been overdone to the downside, right? You can look at FUBU here, or let me go to a different name here. Okay, you look at A-Firm here on the daily. You want to buy when that blue stochastic is also on the floor. And the deeper the blue wave on the trading indicator, the better. Okay, if you get a 10-day pullback, this was a beautiful A1 setup on A-Firm here. Just an absolute perfect setup. I mean, that was textbook, folks. That was a textbook setup this week. Boom, 25% did the rippity-dippity. So DJT here, I'd just be looking for a red dot on the daily. I think this thing is going to push back up to around $40 to $50. You obviously have the election coming up. The thing I don't like about DJT is the fact that if Donald Trump got assassinated, right, this thing would go to zero. So that's the big risk to it. That is a pretty big risk because it is very likely that could, potentially happen. I mean, people have tried it twice now, so no one's been successful, thankfully. But it could definitely happen. So think about that when you're investing in this. But again, we're trading it. So the buy signal came back here on the 25th. Obviously, there was a bunch of false signals here. Okay. And that green dot actually came back there at about $13 on the 25th of September, and it's up over 100% from that time. The best signal right there was actually on a weekly. Best time to enter this one was on the weekly. You could see that green doji right there. That green dot came on the 30th on the weekly chart. Okay, the weekly chart's also a great chart you guys can trade as well. I like to pair that one with the 4-hour rather than the daily, though. Okay, but that was a beautiful setup right there. You can see that green doji candle. That was just textbook right there. Boom. And then this last week just freaking ripped. Okay, all the way up. It almost hit $30. I think this one has some more juice on it. I think it'd be nice to come back up here to the red line, right up there at 58. But I need a pullback on this thing, right? It's too much, right? People are day trading this and stuff now. So if you could buy it at like 22 off that blue line on the hourly, that'd be good. If you could even buy it down here at 18, that'd be even better. But the momentum on this, the volume is obviously just picking up, getting really, really big there. Here's HIMS, HIMS. Okay, you got a green candle here on the monthly. This is I think they have like the men's medication online. I don't use it. I don't ever plan on using it, but I see their commercials all the time, so they got to be making some money. I need more of a pullback on this thing on HIMS. The reason it's on the watch list is because that green candle right there on the monthly. I'm looking for more of a pullback, maybe down here to 14 on HIMS. Just not there yet. Snapchat's turned out to be a pretty good one, pretty good trade. I called this trade out. This was a weekly trade. Back here, you could see we were talking about this in the last video. You could see every time this thing printed a green dot since May of 2023, it's resulted in a 50 to 60% move to the upside. So that was a 50% move. This right here was like an 80% move, right? If you got in on this green dot down here on the indicator, that was actually 103% all the way back to the top. This one right here was about a 71% move. And then I called this thing out in September. That was a few weeks ago. And it's up from around $9 all the way up to $11. And you actually got a green dot on the daily chart on Friday. So if you're playing this thing, right, you're playing this level right here at about 1040. But that green dot does look good, and I'd look to sell it when the stochastic gets back up here to that white dotted line. This thing could explode into next week. I'd be looking for a $14 target on Snapchat, and I'm going to move that one up to number 3. So those are my 3 favorites so far. Here's SoFi. SoFi, again, green dot on the monthly. So what are we doing? We're watching it. We're sniping it. Okay? I talked about this before. The monthly chart is like you're aiming, right? If you're shooting a gun, you're aiming on the monthly, and then on the daily, you're firing, right? We only buy assets with a green dot on the monthly, and we only buy on days we're getting the green dot. So again, here was a nice pullback. What are we looking for? We're looking for at least 4 red candles in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couple green candles. 2 more. Boom. There's the reversal. There's the green dot. Nice trade here for about 16 to 17%. We'll take that all day long as traders, right? We're not trying to hit home runs. We're just trying to get on base. So again, here's another beautiful example of a pullback here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles down on the daily. There's the reversal with the green dot. Okay, how much was that? Okay, nice 20% trade there on SoFi. So again, the biggest thing we're looking for is the pullback. SoFi, it's on the watch list because the monthly is green and we're trending up. Now the daily, we just need to wait for pullbacks, okay, and green dots. We're entering on the days we get the green dot. Okay, here's AI. Also, look at that. Green candle on the monthly, potential reversal, no dot yet. We're waiting for the daily to pull back now, right? There was your entry right there at around 23, okay? Bada bing, bada boom. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles. That is the minimum, okay? And there's an 18 to 19% trade for you guys, okay? You want to line up the monthly with the daily. Zillow, this one's going to be number 4 today. Number 4 on the list today is going to be Zillow. What do we have? Okay, we have a monthly chart that is green and trending up. We are now on the daily because the monthly chart is green, okay? And we're looking for a minimum of a 4 candle pullback. The more you get, the better, okay? This is actually probably my favorite one into next week. I'm going to put this one up at the top, okay? We got a stop loss on this one. You could put it right there at 60, call it $60 on the stop loss. You're risking about 2% on this trade. The target would be back up into the red line there. So you're looking at about it's a 12% move. Okay, 12% move. There's no green dot yet, but I'm going to imagine that thing is going to come on Monday. It'll be called out inside the Discord if it happens, but I would be taking this entry on this first green candle here and using a stop loss right there at the bottom of it. Okay, we're always using a stop loss at the bottom of the candle we're entering on. That way we, don't risk too much to the downside. In this case, we're only risking about 2.5% on this Zillow trade, but I'm loving this long pullback. I'm loving the monthly chart and how it's trending up. Zillow looks good. That's my favorite pick so far for a trade next week. Here's Robinhood. Robinhood, again, green on the monthly. Wonderful. Let's get in here to the daily, and let's wait for a pullback now. See how it's overextended. I'd be taking profits up in this area. Okay, that was already a beautiful, beautiful, okay, 17% move. We're looking for anywhere from 10 to 20% on these trades. Okay, 10 to 20% is great. Okay, if you can get that, I mean, people are happy with getting 5% a year. People lose their minds about getting 5% a year. Okay, we can easily make 10 to 20% a week by using this strategy, folks. So again, Robinhood, again, just too extended. We want that stochastic RSI, that light blue line, to pull back down and give us a green dot. Ideally, we want it to pull back down into the moving average, that blue line right there, and we'll see when that happens. That's probably not going to happen this week, though. So here's Dell, also just a little overextended for me, but again, it's green on the monthly, right? A nice green candle on the monthly. So we're looking for the daily. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 pullbacks, 4 candle pullback. You could have entered on this candle right here. There was the green dot. Okay, that's not a very big trade, but it is trending up, so it is on the watch list. Now here's AMD. Okay, I'm actually going to put this one in the list too because I really like how the monthly's setting up here. Okay, you can see these green arrows. Okay, beautiful, beautiful setup here. You can see how it pulls back and then it rips. It pulls back. Okay, watch for the rip. Okay, you got a nice 2 candle pullback here. So we're going to put this one up on the watch close. Okay, I'm going to put this one up. These aren't in any order. I just like Zillow the best right now. I'd be watching all these going into next week. Everything else just looks a little too overextended for me. But AMD looks really, really good. Okay, I'd wait for that green dot. I'd be looking to enter on that next green dot on AMD. I'm hoping that thing comes down to around 150. Okay, if that comes down, does one of these, that'd be beautiful. Beautiful. So that's what I'm going to be watching for next week on AMD. I really, really like how this is going to set up. Okay, I think she pulls back to 150. Okay, if it pulls back down here to like 130, even better. Looks like they got earnings coming up on the 29th, so that's always something to keep in mind. 29th is going to be their earnings. And again, just watching for the next green dot on AMD, but the pullback has started. We want to buy after a long pullback. Again, a minimum of 4 candle pullback on the daily chart. Okay, and we want to either buy the first green candle or the green dot. Okay, ideally, I want to buy the green dots when the stochastic RSI is down here on the floor and the blue wave is down here. Right? We want to buy at least a 4 candle pullback with a green candle. Those are our entry candles. Okay. PDD, a Chinese stock here. Green candle on the monthly there. And Chinese stocks have been popping off recently. You got 1, 2, 3. You got our 4 candle pullback this week. The stochastic's still pretty high. I'd want to buy a pullback into 120. Okay, I want to buy closer to the moving average. This is our 30-day moving average on our chart. Okay, watch for the pullback there. Okay, if a green candle comes on Monday, use the stop loss at 139 instead, but I'd just be waiting for the green dot on PDD there. Here's PayPal. PayPal has actually been trending up as well. They released their own stable coin, and I really like how tight this consolidation is on the Bollinger Bands. When these Bollinger Bands get really tight like this, that means there's going to be a big move either one way or the other. And this thing has gotten absolutely clobbered. PayPal was up at $300 back in July of 2021. It frickin' got wrecked all the way down to 40. It's sitting at about 80 right now. The last dot is green on the monthly, so it is on the watch list. And again, we're just looking for that 4 candle pullback on the daily, a minimum of 4 candles, and then the green candles, the one we want to buy after the 4 candles. Okay, you only got one, a little sissy green one. I think this one's going to pull back maybe to around $75, $76. Looking for the green dot on PayPal. Here's CrowdStrike. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candle pullback, green candle, rip. Okay, what do we have here on the monthly? We have a green candle, so we're watching the daily. Okay, as long as the monthly is in our favor, we are trading the asset. We are looking to trade the asset. Okay, so the monthly chart, okay, is green. And this would have been your entry on that at 280. Okay, that was a nice 15, 16% trade. Here was another one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candle pullback, green dot, 250, 22%, folks. We'll take that all freaking day long. Okay, so not looking to buy this one this week again, just because we are so overextended. We need this pullback. We need a big 4 candle pullback on the daily to even take interest. Cisco, same thing, just too overextended. We want to pull back and we want to buy that first green dot, just like we got right there. That was a beautiful trade setup right there as well. Okay, look at that. 9%, not that big. Again, the bigger the market cap, the smaller the gains, but the less risk. Okay, some of you are out here trading some like penny stocks that don't even know what you guys are doing, and you wonder why your account goes down 90%. Okay, because you're trading altcoins and penny stocks. Okay, if you're just getting started trading, I would start with the high capitalized stocks, like something like UPS or Disney or Airbnb. Okay, don't be trading altcoins and penny stocks to start out. You want to buy high market cap stuff. And if you're over here on TradingView, there's this little target down here in the right hand corner. Okay, and that will automatically pull up a screener. And I like to use this most capitalized screener. Okay, this is the largest companies by market cap. These are the largest companies: Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, Berkshire Hathaway, Eli Lilly, Broadcom, Tesla, Walmart. Okay, big companies. Okay, if you're just getting started trading, I highly, highly recommend you guys start with these big stocks. Start by trying to trade, right, Apple or Nvidia. Right, here's Nvidia. Boom, pulled back, green candle, entry candle. Okay, rip up. Okay, take your profits. Okay, don't be trading altcoins because you're going to lose big. The lower the market cap, the higher the risk. Okay, if you're trading stuff that's not even $1 billion market cap, you're asking to lose. Like if you guys don't know what you're doing yet, you know what I'm saying? I highly recommend starting off with higher market cap stuff. Okay, and again, you just hit that target over here. This is a great way to screen charts as well. Okay, you can screen all these and look for setups. Okay, here's Microsoft. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candle pullback. Okay, so Microsoft's trying to set up here. Okay, I don't like Microsoft though because the candle's red here on the monthly. Okay, but I'd highly recommend starting with higher cap stuff and not penny stocks. Don't chase the penny stocks and the altcoins that Twitter keeps telling you about. Okay, bad idea. Because if Twitter's talking about it, guys, it's too late, right? We want to buy before Twitter talks about it. We want to sell when Twitter starts talking about it. Okay, because we're buying down here. It's called the stealth phase because nobody's talking about it. Nobody knows what it's doing. Nobody cares about it. Up here is when retail's piling in, right? This is when all the sheep are getting in, right? Just like Bitcoin back in the day, right? Back in the top of the last bull market. Okay, or I guess you could say up here in March. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin up here, right? 74. Okay, and now, I mean, we've been going sideways for like almost a year now. So you guys can see the Discord chat has been pretty dead recently. Okay, not a whole lot of action going on over here in the Discord chat. Why is that? It's because everyone's gotten flushed out. People are bored with the crypto markets right now. I mean, nobody wants to trade chop. Okay, everybody wants this. Everybody wants straight up, right? Nobody wants to wait. Okay, chop, 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 chop. Nobody can really trade this. It's very hard to trade. Okay, that's why I switched from the weekly to the daily, just because I feel like this strategy that we're using now with the monthly and the daily, it'll work in any market. It'll work in a choppy market, and it'll work in a bear market. It'll work in any kind of market. Okay, you just got to be, you just got to know what you're trading, right? You got to understand it's not always time to buy Bitcoin. It's not always time to buy Apple. It's not always time to buy, right, Nvidia, right? There's seasons. There's seasons to buy stuff. Okay, and a prime example of what I'm talking about is look at Bitcoin, right? The time to buy Bitcoin on a monthly chart was right here in 2015, right here in 2019. Okay, the price was $4,000 in 2019. Okay, all the way up here, it was May of 2021. Okay, $4,000 entry. If you sold up here, you were selling at 66, 67,000. Again, 2021, you guys remember the top of the last bull market? Everyone was losing their minds about Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana. And then we had this big drought in 2021. 2021, the top hit, and then everybody quit. Everybody quit. Why did they quit? Because they were down here. Okay? They were down here in despair. They just watched their account go down 70 to 80% because they were buying because right their cousin was telling them to buy around the Thanksgiving table. How do we not get crushed? We simply pay attention to the dots, folks. If the last dot is red on the monthly chart, we do not want to buy the asset. We only want to buy assets that have a green dot on the monthly chart because that means the direction is in our favor, right? It's going up. We don't want to buy during this time unless we're shorting, which I don't do a lot of shorting. Okay, we want to buy green dots on the monthly chart. So as long as the last dot is green on the monthly chart, we are looking for trades on the daily or on the weekly, whatever you prefer. Okay, but I choose to use the monthly and the daily. I think those are the two that pair together the best. Okay, if you guys have questions about this, feel free to reach out. But I'm gonna record a video that goes a little bit more into depth on that. But I think it's pretty simple, guys. You simply just make your list of assets, right, of everything that you want to trade. These are stocks that I've followed for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, stocks and crypto. Okay, so I have my two lists, my red list and my green list. If the last dot is green on the monthly chart, it's on my green list. And I'm actively looking at the daily chart for pullbacks. Okay, and then I'm looking to capitalize on the trade. Okay, if it's on the red list, the last dot is red. Look at NVIDIA right now. Okay, the last dot is red on the monthly chart, and NVIDIA's just nuts. I think this thing has to pull back. I actually had a really good short trade on it. I shorted it right here back in August, and I got out right around there at 105. Okay, and then you got the green dot, and then it reversed back. So you can use it for shorting too. If the last dot is red on the monthly, you're looking for shorts on the daily here. So if a red dot comes on NVIDIA in the next couple of days, I'd probably look to short it because look, it's up into our red line on the Bollinger Bands. That's when we want to sell, right? That's typically the topping point. So it works in both directions. Okay, it works in both directions. The biggest thing is just you want to make sure whatever direction you're trading, the monthly chart is pointing in that direction, and it's pointing in that direction. Right, look down here. In December of 2022, you could have bought NVIDIA at $14. $14 you could have bought NVIDIA at back down here. So the biggest thing is to make sure the monthly chart is in your favor, guys. The monthly chart needs to be in your favor. After you get the monthly confirmation, then you zoom into the daily and you look for the pullbacks, okay? As long as the last dot is green on the monthly, we're bullish, and as long as it's red, we're bearish, okay? That's just how it works, folks. That is just how the strategy works, and I have had a lot of success over the last few months and years using this. Okay, I know we used the weekly for a very long time. We were focusing on the weekly chart, but again, in this kind of market with Bitcoin, it just doesn't work. The weekly strategy doesn't work. Okay, unfortunately, in this kind of a choppy market. So what I found is this monthly daily chart works in any market. Okay, it works in any market. And when we're wrong, we know we're wrong really fast. Because why? Because we set our stop loss right at the candle we're entering on the daily. We only want to buy on days we're getting the green dot on the daily. We don't want to buy on this day or this day or this day. No, we're buying on this day right here, folks. The green dot or the first green candle after a 4-candle pullback on the daily chart, as long as the monthly chart is either a green candle or a green dot. Okay, and Airbnb actually looks good right here too. I think I skipped UPS. Let me go to UPS real quick first. This was from last week as well. I think they're going to do really good here going into the holiday season. Obviously, they delivered a lot of packages during that time. And you're seeing this month in October, they got the green dot of the monthly. So that is a reversal candle there on the monthly. 130 is the bottom of that candle. I really, really like this. And you could have got this pullback here this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there was your entry candle right here at 130. So again, stop loss is going to be at that first green candle at 130. Call it 131. Okay, I think this thing has some more action, some more upward action. I'm going to be looking to sell this thing when the stochastic gets back up there to the white dotted line, or we get a red dot on the daily, whichever comes first. Okay, I think UPS has a lot of upside in the coming months. Here's Disney. I don't like their risk to the downside with these hurricanes. I don't know how that's going to affect their business. It is in my watch list, but I'm going to flip that one back over just because I don't have any interest in trading it. Airbnb, though, on the other hand, holiday season, people are traveling, right? You had this big pullback on Airbnb of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months worth of pulling back. Okay, but you're getting the first green candle on the monthly this month, so the opportunity to buy was right there at 125. 125 was the opportunity to buy. It's already up about 8-9% at the moment. Okay, it looks like it wants to come back down. So I'd be looking for a pullback, right? I want to buy the 1, 2, 3, 4 candle pullback there on the daily. We got Rocket Mortgage here. Rocket Mortgage is still green, but you could see it's trying to form a red dot this week. So this one's a little more risky of a trade here, but it did have a green candle form and a green dot right there. So if you're playing this one, you want to make sure this one holds 17. 17 is your stop loss on Rocket Mortgage. Your target, my target's going to be around 18. 18% move back up there to 21. Again, I'm always looking either for that target into the red line or this blue line here, whichever one comes first. But ideally, we'd be looking to dump this one when that stochastic RSI gets back up there to the white dotted line. And yeah, it's not a bad trade. Not my favorite, but it looks good. It looks good with a setup at 17. Here's Net. This is Cloudflare. Green dot this month. So, right, moving the stop loss up. This is a big company. They're Amazon owned. Not a lot of people know about them. I personally run a digital marketing agency as my full-time job, and I use Cloudflare a lot. They're kind of like GoDaddy. They do a lot of internet security and hosting, and they had a big old move up. So that's a breakout right there. And again, a big monthly breakout as well with the green dot. So we got to expect with a monthly dot, right? When we get a monthly green dot, we got to expect the price is going to be going up for the next 4 or 5 months. Okay, it should be trending up for the next 4 or 5 months. Okay, so what are we doing now that we know that the price is trending up? We are in on the daily, looking for signals. Okay, looking for the pullbacks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candle pullback. There's your entry candle, that green dot entry candle at 79. Okay, beautiful, beautiful move here. This thing was up very, very big over the last couple of days. That's a 20% move. Okay, very, very nice move on Net. Again, waiting for the pullback on that one, though. DKNG, this one's going to make its way up to the watching close. So far we got for setups going into next week that I'd be watching very closely are Zillow, Lyft, AVAX, Snapchat, AMD, and DKNG. And DKNG just looks good because, again, the monthly chart trending up. Okay, trending up. Looking at the daily, you got that green candle there coming on Friday and the green dot right there for the entry. Okay, stop loss would be right there at 37. Call it 37.50. First target would be right up there at 42 into the red line. Beautiful looking setup, though. I like that one. That's right up there with Zillow. Okay, right up there with Zillow. Here's Shiba Inu. Also, reversal candle there on the monthly. Okay, Doji green candle on the monthly. We're in on the daily. Looking for pullbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least a 4 candle pullback. Went a little sideways there. You got a green dot actually showing up today. That thing get called out? Shoulda. Shib. Yep, Sheeb got called out right there. Daily chart showing a green dot. Okay, beautiful. So stop loss on this one's going to be at the bottom of that at 0.00017. Okay, again, look at the sell when the stochastic RSI, that light blue line gets back up there to the white dotted line, just like it did right up here. Okay, at 2.1, you should have been selling. Okay, most people are piling in at this time. Most people are trying to get in right here. Okay, not us though, right? We don't buy up here. We buy down here. Okay, green dot, I like it. Okay, I like it. Stop loss right there at the bottom of today's candle. SEI. SEI's monthly looks really good. I don't know what this thing does, but this thing's, I mean, it had a really nice move in that last run up all the way to $1.13. It pulled all the way back to 22 cents. The monthly is pointing up. Wonderful. We're on the daily now, looking for pullbacks. Okay, you got a green dot today there on SEI. Stop loss is going to be right there at 42 cents. That's about a 10% risk, but this thing looks like it wants to absolutely run here on the monthly. I like SEI here with a stop loss at 42 cents. I'd be buying that thing today because, again, we're buying on the days we get the green dots on. So what you could do today is be in here on the monthly, right, trying to pinpoint your entries. And this thing just looks like it wants to absolutely blast off here. Let's see, what else we got? We got a few more. We got quite a bit. We got quite a few more here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stocks. So stocks and crypto to watch so far. We got some cryptos down here. Where did we leave off there? NetShib, ICP. Let's sit down here for a second, folks. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's well. Hope you guys are getting them gains. Hope you guys are staying safe out there with all this crazy stuff going on in the world today. And yeah, God bless y'all, man. I hope you all are well. Here's ICP. ICP is unfortunately still red on the monthly, but if the crypto markets are going to do what I think they're going to do over the next month or so, I think ICP is going to be a great trade. And you got the green dot showing up today. So again, stop loss would be at probably around 8. Put it at 790. But you got the confirmation right there. That one's going up in the list. Looks good. First target would be up here at like 950. And again, it could just absolutely explode. Also, really tight consolidation there on the monthly chart. You can't really see it, but again, beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle pullback, followed by some consolidation. And you got the green dot down here. The last one down here came on September 8th. That's $7. It went all the way up to 9 for about a 25% move there on ICP. I like it. Here's Shopify. Shopify is green on the monthly, but it's just a little overextended here on the daily. You want to wait for a pullback. I'd love for that thing to come back into our moving average, just like it did right there. Okay, around 75, 76. That'll be our entry, but too overextended for us right now. Here's AMT. AMT's still green on the monthly as well. And the daily's pulling back here. So I'm waiting for a green dot on AMT this week. That one's going up into the watch list as well. This is a higher market cap coin, so the gains aren't as big, but you're still looking at a good 8 to 10% move, about 11% move back to the red line there. Wait on that green dot or the first green candle there. That thing will be called out on Monday if it forms. Inside the Discord there, we got PLNT, Planet Fitness, green on the monthly here. Watching the daily for a pullback. You did have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candle pullback here. Okay, current level we're watching there is 79. Just waiting on the green dot on PLNT. That one doesn't look bad either. Just not as big a consolidation. I'd like to see a bigger pullback, but I'd wait on the green dot on PLNT. Here's CMG. This is Chipotle. Chipotle, again, green on the monthly. Okay, green on the monthly. And we had that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candle pullback. There was your entry candle off the green dot there at 56, 57. Sitting at about 59 right now. I think this thing has a little bit more juice on it. My target would be probably right there around 62 for an exit. Again, looking to exit when that stochastic RSI, that light blue line there. Okay, that light blue line there on the chart hits that white dotted line there. Here's AMT. AMAT, green candle on the monthly. Okay, nice consolidation here. You got the green dot a couple days ago. Stop loss on this one's going to be around $200. Here's Roblox. Ooh, red on the monthly. Okay, but that might be a shakeout candle there. The daily had this big move down. Okay, I got the stop loss set on this one at around 40.50. You're risking about $1 there. You got the green dot yesterday or Thursday. That one looks good. I'm actually going to move this one up as well. That one looks really good. Your target on that one's going to be up there at 48. That's going to be about a 20% move, or about 15% move from where we're sitting right now. But 40.50 has to be the stop loss there on Roblox. I like it with the signal right there. And I believe the green monthly dot is still holding. So yes, the candle's red, but the dot is still green. That still counts. Okay, you just want to use that stop loss at 40.50 on Roblox. That one looks good. Bitcoin also, as we talked about this, I dropped the video last week. First green candle on the monthly in 1, 2, 3 months. Okay, what do we have back here? 1, 2, 3, 3-month pullback. Rip. That was the last bull run. Okay, so I'm expecting a move higher from Bitcoin and all of crypto up into the end of the year. I think we're going to be well over all-time highs come 2025 based on what these charts are saying. And you got the daily dot on Bitcoin actually showing up today as well. So stop loss level, let's just call it 60,000, right? We pierced through it. We liquidated all the stop losses that were there, and then it pumped right back up. So Bitcoin, extremely bullish on. I'm putting that one up on the list as well. That looks really good. Again, monthly and the daily dot, or monthly chart with the green candle and the daily dot is lining up. I'm expecting Bitcoin to explode next week. We could be up here at 67, 68,000 there on Bitcoin come next week. Okay, you guys mark my words. Okay, if it breaks 60K, I'll be wrong. That's fine, but I think we're going to hit 67 to 70K by next week. Easy. Here's STX. That one's getting moved up as well. Okay, there's a lot of opportunities right now, guys. A lot of opportunities right now here in the crypto markets, especially. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-month pullback, 6 month. After 5 months of pulling back, we got the green candle on the 6 month on STX. This is actually built on the Bitcoin network. I really like this name. I may diversify into this today. Okay, just to play Bitcoin a little bit, but 169 would be the stop loss on this. You got a green dot showing up here on STX, and this one looks really good here for a play. Okay, 169 would be your stop loss there on STX, but that one is looking good here, showing up with a green dot today as we are filming this video. Carvana's too overextended. Time to buy Carvana was after this big pullback here. Okay, that was a perfect entry candle right there at 133. The thing did the rippity-dippity. We got NIO. NIO is green. Okay, NIO is green. Another Chinese stock here. And you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days worth of pulling back. The stochastic is on the floor. That one is going up on the looking to buy list for this week. I'd be looking to buy the first green candle or the green dot that comes on the daily chart. Okay, it's trying to find support right here at $6. Again, the monthly is looking good. Therefore, the daily, we just need that confirmation of either a green candle or a green dot there on NIO, but that one looks really good. Here's INJ. INJ also, massive reversal candle forming this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of pulling back. You got the green candle right there. Daily charts looking really good. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Let's run it up. Right, let's run it up. Okay, daily candle giving you the green dot this week. Boom, 1949 is going to be the stop loss there on INJ. And that is looking really good. Okay, I might have to make some trades here after this video. I like INJ and I like STX in the crypto space. I'm probably going to be looking to enter into both of those after this video. Okay, you got STX and you got INJ. AVAX even looks good too. Okay, I like these two a little bit more just because they're a little further off the red line, but STX is probably my favorite looking one. That's a play on Bitcoin. And you could see the all-time high was all the way up there at what, $3, $4? I think it was even higher than that. Let's check this one here. It was $4. Interesting. I thought it was like 40 or something like that, but I guess I'm wrong. Let's check the other one here. Stacks. Yeah, it was up there at 4. It's a pretty newer coin, but it is built on the Bitcoin blockchain. So obviously, if Bitcoin goes up, that's going to go up as well. We got Oracle. ORCL. Oracle. Okay. Big, major breakout there on the monthly. And the daily's just a little too overextended. Wait for the daily to pull back. Visa. Visa had a nice pullback. We're just consolidating here. I thought they were getting sued or something like that. So stop loss on that's going to be 274. What's the monthly saying? The monthly's still green. And I actually like Visa too this week. Let's throw Visa in there as well. Not my favorite, but yeah, it's got a green dot there. So watching Visa with a stop loss at 274. I didn't realize how many names were on this list. XLM, also very, very good looking chart here. The wave is way down here on the monthly. This is on the ecosystem of XRP, I believe. And this thing's just way down here. I got stopped out last week, but I might be looking to get back into this one as well. That green dot should come, I'm going to say November. You should see a green dot there on the monthly chart. The daily is now just lifting off here. So there's your entry candle. Stop loss is going to be right there at 9. That one looks good as well. I'm going to add that one up there. And then we got, what else do we got here? Keep going down the list. We got AVE. AVE looks good too. AVE, beautiful pullback into 140. Monthly dot on this one is still showing green. So the macro trend is still up. I think sitting at 150 right now. Green dot there on the daily chart looking good. Okay, that one is getting ready to explode to the upside there. I'm going to also move that one up. I might be looking to take entries on all these cryptos. I already have XRP, which is also still green here on the monthly. Okay, still just consolidating. And the daily chart, again, got that green dot there yesterday. Okay, right there at 52, looking for like 63. And then you had Polkadot here. Polkadot's just been still grinding down there. It's sitting at 420, about break even on that trade right now. But you got the reversal candle right there on October 3rd. And you're seeing candles today, green dots today on XLM, AVAX, AVE, INJ, STX, pretty much across the board on crypto. If you're watching today, everything is showing green on the daily. So I'm 95% sure we're going to get a major reversal here into the end of the month. Here's Solana, also a green candle here on the monthly. And the daily chart, I'm going to guess, is showing a green dot today as well. Let's go ahead and move that one up. Okay, and your stop loss on this one's going to be right there at 140. Okay, that one looks really good as well. Okay, crypto's about to explode, folks. They're about to run this thing up. They are about to run this thing up. Okay, here's NEAR, also green candle on the monthly. And you don't have a green dot just yet here on NEAR, but that thing is coming either today or tomorrow. That will be called out over inside the Discord. Here's FET. This is FET, a AI play apparently on the in crypto. Again, monthly green candle, beautiful. Okay, set up here with a green dot. 136 is the level. Okay, you got move all the way back up there to what? 170, 179 is what we'd be looking for there on FET. Okay, and again, you got the green dot right there. So entering today with a stop loss at 136. It's really that simple. First target's going to be up there at 140. I really, really like the monthly here. Okay, the monthly looks really, really good. And here's Zoom Technologies, also green on the monthly. So we're in here on the daily. Okay, big pullback, big consolidation, but now it is breaking out of that consolidation phase. This one looks really good as well. And you want to move your stop loss up to probably around 69 there. QNT was another one. I was actually peeping this yesterday. Okay, another one that's way down here on the monthly. Okay, hasn't quite gave us a green candle just yet, but I believe if the crypto market goes, it will turn green. And you also have a green dot here on QNT. The trade on that would be right down there at 65, 65.50. Okay, and you got the green dot showing up today. Here's IMX. Boom, 145 is your level. Green dot today and a green candle. Let me show you guys the log on this. Take this off. Okay, there's the green candle after a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 month pullback. You got a green candle showing up today on the monthly. Here's the daily green dot. Bada bing, bada boom. Stop loss at 144 on this is IMX. This is also a cryptocurrency. Okay, so I'd be looking to buy that today. Okay, on the day we're getting the green dot. Today is Saturday, October 12th, the day we are filming this video. Here's CRM, Salesforce, also another high market cap stock. Green dot on the monthly. Wonderful. Let's look at the daily and watch for pullbacks. Okay, that thing's got a ways to go. We need to watch that thing pull back there. It'll probably happen maybe next week. APT, nice green candle there on the monthly. Okay, we want a bigger pullback than that. Here's HNT forming a green dot there. Boom. Beautiful day to enter it. Okay, 660 probably be my stop loss. I'm going to move that one up there as well. I'm going to just look for positions on these today. Okay, I'm probably going to look at the ones that aren't up as big, like STX. HNT might even be a good one today. Okay, if that thing can rip back up there. It's got the green dot today. Okay, so that one looks really, really good there on HNT. And again, I'd buy and look to sell either when I get a red dot or the stochastic RSI gets back up there to the white dotted line. Okay, if you get a red dot, you guys got to sell. That's just the name of the game. I mean, it's just the name of trading. Okay, if a red dot comes, you got to sell. If you don't sell, don't complain when you hold through a big 20% drop. Okay, that's just how it works. We never hold through red dots. Zcash. Zcash, nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 day pullback there. Green candle came right there at 26. This thing's ripping as well. Okay, that one's up very, very nicely off its last signal. Up about 41% there on Zcash. That one looks good. Okay, even got a green dot reversal candle there on the weekly chart as well. That one looks good. I just don't think it's to the point where I want to buy it, right? I want to buy it right down here, not way up here. Here's Chewy. This is CHWY. Chewy monthly chart is still green. Okay, nice pullback here. This thing's just a little too choppy for me. LIT. Somebody called this one out in the Discord. I really like the setup here on the monthly chart. Whoever called this out, thank you. I put it on my watch list. $39 is the bottom of that monthly candle, but you got the monthly breakout starting here. It looks like this is a lithium battery play, so this is like electric cars and stuff like that. You got a 3-day pullback here. Okay, so this one's going up on the list as well. And again, just waiting for the pullback and the green dot. Wait for the green dot to enter on this one. If this thing comes back down to 40, I'd probably snag it up. Okay, if it pulls all the way back to the moving average, right, our 30-day moving average, that is where typically price always retracts to. Okay, big blast up, pull it back. Okay, wait for the green dot on this, but I'm adding that one to the list this week because if it does pull back throughout the week to 40, I'd look to take a position on it. Here's CELH. CELH is still coming down here on the monthly. I got this one on the watch list more because of the company, but big volume came into it. That was on Thursday. You can see the volume here. Look at that volume candle. Massive, massive volume candle. That's a whale stepping in and buying it right there, folks. So I think you're going to see a reversal here on CELH here pretty soon, and that is what we're looking for. I'd be on the daily or on the hourly right now looking to buy the next green dot on CELH. I'm typically just buying this one, not because of the monthly, but because of the volume. Right, look at the volume candle that came in last week. That has been the biggest candle that it has seen ever. Biggest candle it has ever seen. Okay, last week there on CELH, and this thing has been clobbered. Okay, I'm sure you guys have heard of Celsius energy drinks. Okay, if they go all the way back to all-time highs, that's a 200% move. Okay, I'm watching the hourly here for a green dot coming into next week. That one looks good. And last but not least, we have Tesla. Tesla is still green on the monthly, and they pulled back 8% on Friday. 8% in one day. Beautiful. Okay, I'm licking my chops about that, folks. Absolutely licking my chops. A lot of people are like, I seen people on TikTok who were going long on it because they saw that there was a robot taxi event, and they were buying calls. This one guy lost like $250,000 on his calls or something. $250,000 because he went long and decided to go long because of that event and got absolutely annihilated. So I like it down 8%. I really like it down 8%. I just be waiting on the green dot confirmation from the asset, right? And that is where we are looking to purchase. But I like it. It's back down here at the green line. Last time it came back down here was in August. That was at 180. The price is at 217 right now. It was at 266 up there at all-time highs, or up there when we were getting the red dot. So I really like Tesla, and they got earnings in 2 weeks. So that one is also going on the watching closely for next week. Let me go ahead and snag this list for you guys. I'll actually add these in here because I'm going to add these names in here for you guys as well. So this is for next week. These are the stocks and cryptocurrencies based on the strategy that we use here on the channel. I would be looking to take action on. Again, we only buy names, right, with a green dot on the daily or that first green candle after a 4-candle pullback, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, first green candle. Wonderful. Write it up. Okay, we don't want to buy up here. Okay, we want to buy a pullback. We want to buy the pullbacks, right? And you can see all these names have pulled back a drastic, a big amount. Okay, AVAX pullback, INJ pullback, STX pullback. Okay, and you're getting the dots on all of these right now. That's why I'm literally gonna, after this, log off and go look to take some more positions, right, and diversify my holdings a little bit. I think HNT looks really good here. HNT probably looks like one of the best. Okay. Yeah, so that's the list. I'm gonna go ahead and post that for you guys over here in the Discord. This is for this week here. And if you guys have access to the Discord, if you guys are a member, you guys get my watch list every single week. You could also request charts. We had this request from Mr. Mayhem last week, ALTM and MSALTM. Let's check them out here, boy. You guys can request charts over there. You also get all the daily and monthly alerts over there in the Discord. It doesn't want me to look up this chart for you, buddy. ALTM. Huh. Interesting. MNTS. Huh. I'll look those up and I'll post them over there for you. I'm not going to cover them in the video because I don't know if my internet just went out or what, but I can't look up anything as of right now. But that's it for today's video, guys. That is the watch list for the week. Everything else we're looking for pullbacks on, and everything in the red list we're still waiting on on the green dot confirmation or a green candle on the monthly charts. And yeah, if you guys got anything or need anything, feel free to holler at me over in the Discord or drop a comment down here on YouTube. I'd be happy to get back to you. If you guys need the trading indicator or want to download it, that is right over here. All proceeds support the channel. You guys got my free trading course over here. I'm going to be adding into this week. The trading rules, the trading apps, everything you guys need to get started here. You can start trading crypto on Coinbase by using this link here. You guys could start trading stocks on Robinhood by using this link, and also start a TradingView account, which is this software, this website right here. You guys can click this link and start your account. Welcome everybody, all the new people to the server. God bless you all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.